Sunday Night Quarterback is sponsored by Midwest Bank Center.
Brady, let's start off with the fact that you even played in this game yesterday at all. What was the process like getting healthy enough to play? How much of a true game time decision was it?
Yeah, I mean it's been a long couple weeks. I can say that. Really, as far as the physical side goes, it really started versus Auburn with the ankle, and obviously carried over into Bama with the wrist injury, and from that moment, it's been a grind. A lot of long hours. It's really a day-to-day thing, and it's we treat what I have going on every single day, and we reevaluate. And game time decision's pretty accurate. It's one of those things where you're limited in practice all week. You can't do too much during the week as far as you're really just trying to get better, not have any setbacks. You're not trying to overdo it. And then it's, hey, Friday, Saturday, how do you feel? Where you at? Do you think you can go for 4 quarters? And ultimately, we made the decision that I could.
I know after the Auburn game, you said once you're out there and in the zone, you don't even feel the injuries. Was it like that this time, or did you have some pain out there?
Yeah, sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's not. I think I could definitely feel a couple things going on out there, but at the end of the day, when the ball is snapped, adrenaline kicks in. You're so hyper focused on one thing, on getting the job done and moving the ball down the field that you really don't think about it. So it's kind of how football goes. That's why I love it.
Certainly not the ending you guys wanted yesterday, but a tremendous amount of fight once again, down 21-6 at halftime. You guys come all the way back. We've seen this kind of fight before this season, though. Vandy, Auburn, Oklahoma. What would you say really ignites the second half fight for this team?
Yeah, I mean, you could just see the grit this team has, just a stubborn refusal to quit. We're not quitters. We came in at halftime, and immediately I could just feel the energy in the locker room. Guys were up, guys were talking, the coaches were pumping us up. There was a good energy, and that's when I knew, yeah, I mean, we're not going to lay down. We're going to come back out, and we're going to be rolling. And that's exactly what we did. We came out in the second half, and we played one heck of a half.
The touchdown pass to Luther on fourth down, even though it came in a loss. When Mizzou fans think back on both of your careers here, I think they're going to remember that moment. How did you see that play?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those I'm not going to forget. I texted Luther when we got on the plane last night. I said, hey, that's one we're going to remember forever. Love you three. And I know he was excited and disappointed at the same time too. And it was fourth down, 4th and 5, I think, and we had a concept called, and I actually checked the route to Luther and gave him the one-on-one fade opportunity, and it was press coverage. He ran a great route, and he just showed a late hand with his left hand, and it, I dropped it in the bucket for him. And I mean, unbelievable play, unbelievable catch. He cut back, stayed in bounds, scored, did the spin, the whole deal, and man, we were fired up. That was a really cool moment, and I'm sure all of us on the team aren't gonna forget that.
Is it really a helpless feeling watching that final drive for South Carolina as a quarterback on the sideline, kind of unable to do anything about it? Take me through that moment from your perspective.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think that's a good word to describe it. But that's how a team works. The offense does their job and the defense does theirs, and you got to trust. You got to trust each other. And I had full confidence in the defense, and I still do. And it's just one of those things. It just didn't go our way. That's a great offense. They had explosive plays the whole night. They had a lot of good stuff dialed up. Their quarterback played great. So that's just how the ball goes. It's how the ball rolls sometimes. And just didn't go our way last night. It's never fun. It's one of those things that's really disappointing, and we wish it would have went our way, obviously. But I'll say this. I think we showed a display of grit. We showed what kind of team we were. We're not quitters, and we did a lot of things right to win that game. It just didn't go our way.
You talked passionately last night in the postgame about wanting to finish this season. 2 games left in the regular season. How are you personally approaching what's left of this year, and what's your message to your teammates about finishing this off the right way?
Yeah, I think first just enjoy it. We've got 2 regular season games left in the SEC, and it's crazy to think about. This year's flown by, and they're 2 big opportunities. Let's finish the right way. Let's go on 2-game winning streak to finish the season, get to 9 wins, and then let's see where we land in a bowl. And just by the looks of it, I know we're going to get matched up in some cool bowl with a great opponent, and it's going to be another cool opportunity. So there's still a lot to play for. There's still a lot of football left in 2024, and I'm just going to make sure the guys are ready to go this week, have the right mindset.